Listen, here's the perfect chance to make a video. Well, I'm waiting on, bro. I know a lot of people. Here's the topic I want to actually talk about. I know a lot of people said do the stock plugins, use all your stock plugins. You can get the job done with the stock plugins and shit like that. That is absolutely cool. And that you're absolutely right. Like the stock on Pro Tools or stock on FL, whatever fucking DAW you choose to use, you can use the stock plugins on that shit. They say you don't need the most expensive gear. You don't need all the Waves plugins. You don't need all that shit. But this is where I disagree with that. And I'm gonna forever fucking say what I want to say about my opinion on how I work and how I started getting shit done. I think it's smart to go get all the news plugins. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's smart to get all the news Waves plugins because somebody like me that didn't go to school, I can go get these news Wave plugins or get the subscription like I have now monthly where my clients are paying for it, so I don't have to come out of pocket for Pro Tools also. And I upgraded Pro Tools from FL, and it's way better. But buy the fucking Waves plugins. Let me get back to why. I tell myself everything. Some stock plugins, they're not gonna have tutorials on every ins and out of this plugin, what it's good for, what you can do, what you can't do with it. Waves plugins though, they constantly updating it. Everybody in the world is using it, and they know there's somebody out there that's new to using it, and they gonna teach you how to use it. But most stock plugins, nobody's gonna teach you how to use it. Man, I started off in Reaper. There was no tutorials on how to use stock plugins on Reaper. So I went through years of just badass mixes because I didn't know how to use those tutorials. How to use those plugins. Granted, you're gonna say, yeah, it's an EQ, it's a compressor, blah, blah, blah. But somebody new like me that's starting out, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But now, as I started to progress within an engineer within this year, I'm way much smarter and understand way much more shit. Even the gear right here, the gear on the computer, just because I want to learn, and all this gear is up to date. So now there's an easy video or something you search up real quick, and I want to know. I take this shit serious. I'm not just, like I said earlier, there's a difference between wanting to be an artist and an engineer. I take being an engineer serious, mix and match, and give you the best mix possible. So now that I take this serious, all my time goes into figuring out all my gear, figuring out the newest plugins that can help. Maybe a new plugin from Waves that if you send me some stems, you take your fan out the back. Shit like that. Got a lot of motherfuckers that it's not really gonna give a fuck about. Back in the day, whenever I was mixing and recording my own self in my old crib when I first started. First off, I didn't even have an interface. I had a fucking dynamic microphone that I was recording out of. And if motherfuckers want to hear what those mixes sound like, I'll put some of them in the comments. One of the actual songs got like almost 10K views on YouTube. It's called Rehab. That was me in my motherfucking crib with a dynamic microphone. I bought Best Buy. But back then, all I was doing was EQing. Didn't even understand compressor. I would just throw on a fucking preset on the compressor, like rap vocal. Didn't understand compressor. And I had a fixation on like the reverb and the delay. So I used to like how like some mixes would sound like real reverby, real delay. So my shit would just be like real cluttery, real like, it'd be real cluttery, real jammed up. The reverb would wash out the vocals. The vocals wasn't really crispy clean. You really couldn't understand everything I was saying. It was really muddy. But like I said, I was serious about music at that time. So I didn't give a fuck about a professional mix. I was doing what I thought was good, and I was putting that shit out. Granted, you can say the audience don't really give a fuck about a professional mix, you right? The people still listen to my music. But like I said, I'm just way more serious than what I was. And this is where I'm at with it now. So I feel like it's actually smart to buy those new plugins. It actually help you out. That's my opinion.